I am Flavia Luanga. I'm the Human Resources Director for Airtel Uganda. I've just been through the roundtable discussion on, what is the importance of doing more than one international languages. And we are doing this at Alliance Française. Personally, I believe it's important to know more than one international language. Obviously, most of us speak English, because it's really known worldwide. Pretty much, most people will be, English speaking. And personally, I choose, French. Because it's equally, largely spoken on the African continent, and so we have the, the Anglo.
My name is Raymond Lumansi. I am the Technical Manager of Mandilis Energy Limited. I am talking to you from our Gotngu Power Generation site here in Gotngu, Borongo Sub-County, Noya District in Uganda. After the farmers mill their crops, we collect the residue using the electric vehicles, which are actually charged here at the site with our renewable energy, and we utilize them in this machine, which is a biomass gasification plant. Let me show you how the whole process works, how we utilize the residues to generate electricity. So this is the plant, as you can see. Over here, we have a reactor where the biomass is fed and partial combustion occurs inside here to produce a gas which is combustible. Now that gas is called a producer gas, and it is that gas which provides the fuel for this plant. The gas is sucked out of the reactor by this venturi system. The venturi system does that through a water circulation. As you can see, we have a pond over here that circulates water through the venturi system, which creates a pressure that pulls the gas out of it. In addition, it does cooling and cleaning of the gas. The gas is then moved to a cyclone, and as you can see, the gas enters at a lower level and exits at a higher level. This has the effect of letting the heavier particles settle down, and they can be removed through this valve after operations. The lighter particles, however, move up and they go to this combined filtration system. This system essentially has got 4 chambers. It has a coarse filtration chamber, which is filled with charcoal, 2 fine filtration chambers that are filled with rice husk, and a cloth filtration chamber over here. After this phase of filtration, the gas is moved to what we call the square filter. The square filter is essentially a series of cloth filtration. Now, once the filtration has been done, the gas is now clean and cool enough to be moved to the engine. After the gas has been cleaned and is now cool enough, it is taken through this pipe to the engine. This is a 3-phase engine, and it utilizes the gas to produce 3-phase power. When the power is produced, you can see it is then stabilized by this machine. This is a power stabilizer, and is distributed through this main distribution board to the different loads on site. When the generator produces the power, it is stabilized by this stabilizer and then taken to the distribution panel, which connects to the control room where it's connected to the various loads. One of the major loads we have here is the non-carbonized briquette machine, and this is an anchor load at this site, and it is used to generate non-carbonized briquettes that cater to the Gotnu community cooking needs. On this site, we have got a total of 50.3 kilowatts generated. The biomass gasification plant produces 32 kilowatts of this 50.3, and the solar produces 18.3 kilowatts. Now, down here on the ground, we have 4.4 kilowatts of solar generated, and on the roof, we have got 13.9 kilowatts. Now, let me take you inside the control room to show you how the power generated by both the biomass gasification plant and the solar is combined and distributed to the various loads on site and to the community through our mini grid. The power generated by the biomass gasification plant and the solar combines in this room. This is our control room. Part of that power is stored on this battery bank. It's a 115 kilowatt hour battery bank, and this ensures that we have 24-hour power supplied when our generation technologies are offline. Then that power is also distributed to the various loads on site and to the community through the mini grid. Some of the loads that we have on site include a water pump, and that supplies water for the community water needs. Another load we have here is a charging station for portable batteries. We have customers who are far away from the grid that we supply electricity through portable battery-powered ready boards. The batteries that supply those customers are charged from this charging station and are ferried to and fro their premises using our electric vehicles. And the batteries are ferried from the customer premises to the charging station by our electric vehicles. The electric vehicles are also charged here on site, and there's a charging port for 4 electric vehicles on site. Currently, Mandilis Energy is serving the community through the mini grid, and on this mini grid, we have got 100 customers connected. Of these 100 customers, we have 28 businesses, including 9 retail shops, 4 hair salons, 4 video halls, 3 drug shops, 4 grain stores, 1 restaurant, and 2 schools and 2 bars. And this is how this project of Mandilis Energy is improving the lives of the people here in this community in Gotnu, Purongo Sub-County, Noya District, Uganda.
From the secret places of Orient in Africa to the modern masters of developers in Africa, here comes an alluring summit of 2024. Welcome your neighbor to the Pearl of Africa.
Stocking has been in existence for 14 years. So it's been 14 years of trying to figure out how we can make Africa great. Our focus has always been Africa, hence the name Africa Stocking. The theme this year is innovating Africa's future. So we definitely can, there's no way we're going to innovate without devs. So good to see you in the room. The summit is officially open. Have fun, enjoy yourselves. Looking forward to talking to each and every one of you.
As you guys grow, please come and talk to us about what we are seeing in your sector.
Lyrical Narcissus on the beat. Sylvester Kabombo. Yeah. Amalala gakube kigwo. Amalala gakube kigwo. Enume y'ekigwo. Yeah. Volume nyongere oba owamala. Yeah. Awamala. Volume nyongere muko oba owamala. Nedda yongera mu. Volume nyongere oba owamala. Yeah. Awamala. Volume nyongere muko oba owamala. Nedda yongera mu. Tula kalira ulize mbozi bulamu towalira byenkubulira passport nga chali wange walakira ebyo byolepuka bijja kulakira kotandisa akabozi kwaba basibekira okoze ekene nnyo enzijjo kuzibikira ojja kunakuwala kubalaba kumatikira babadde basibekira kati nga bakulembera n'akazindaalo nga batuyimbira vava kubalala malala temuli bibala bona gavirako ku ngalo emikwano gibalabala bulamu si butereevu busala ebigoli noyo noli ebizibu bitusimbira line ng'akasooli ozala ebika by'emmere bikulisa embooli nga weekwesa ebyo azala wange obalabira mu kamooli otya okusongamu uyo kapooli gwe twayogerako owamajati ayitise oli munyongere oba owamala. Oli munyongere muko oba owamala. Nedda yongera mu. Oli munyongere oba owamala. Awamala. Oli munyongere muko oba owamala. Nedda yongera mu. Bwagula enzirusi atagula yazza musango lwakyo giwalabanya ngago bwengo bagamba owebbango futumutegera ku mulyango kirizagana katukwemukire totumenyera omwango. Bulire moroka tonna jikuta olinda Yesu wanalidde okugimanyira leka bano batuuke nga banyirira lwakyo bakuba ebizi oyagala batomera aga malala gasana kuluyira Sylvester ku ngoma rhymes gankwira I get the job done call me whatever you want to I hope to make you a person they look up to not to divide society into two input to there's nowhere you are going to mutuntu bulirira ne berubaruba tu bulabwe mutomatu kankusibirire tu ensijozanyise kugayanga meketu weketu muganda witu wetereze mwatu oli munyongere oba owamala. Oli munyongere muko oba owamala. Nedda yongera mu. Oli munyongere oba owamala. Oli munyongere muko oba owamala. Nedda yongera mu. Amalala gakube kigwo. Amalala gakube kigwo. Enume y'ekigwo.
Sylvester and Abrams. This goes out to our fallen soldier Pitek, aka Paul Mwanda, and to all those people in the everyday struggle. Mulemereko.
Yokolanga biganye, lemerako. Abatagaliza basuse, lemerako. Kumikiriza, lemerako. Tuli balumungo wangudde, lemerako. Yokolanga byesibye nnyo, lemerako. N'abatesi beetawula nnyo, lemerako. Kumikiriza, lemerako. Tuli balumungo wangudde, lemerako. Mu buli kintu wabeera wakufiriza abamusanyu kyokola abo bakiyimiriza era atambula akwogerako nti takukkiriza oyo mugereko mpola yagala kuzikiriza wezimba buli kyogulirewo kimunyiza kasita otegedde bambi tomala budde anyiga ng'okulaakulana mwesaleko gwe tolekera okulana manyira omuyiteko kola bibyo teekayo omwoyo balinyuma ebyafaayo ovudde wala nnyo kati olinye amadaala era ofuna sente zikuyisa mu lunaku olya onyirira tokaaba nnaku sikugwe weka abogeddwako bangi kati tolekerera ssaala kubanga kyekijinji boogere nga bamala budde oliba ofunye siringi byokolanga biganye lemerako abatagaliza basusse lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokolanga byesibye nnyo lemerako n'abatesi beetawula nnyo lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako
yo nkoye abatagaliza bannaabwe essanyu lyabwe kulemesanze naabwe kaliraba goyita mukwano gobwe musaba kapira bakube endobo terove mu kisabo ensi bwetyo era sagala bokana yenna oba okibuusabuusa genda obuzeko mulala yenna tulina okwegendereza abatuwabula kuba abamu ku bo bafa kimu kutulemeza naye era bwe basembera gwe lwanyisa embeera ojja kumalako nga Nelson Mandela abantu bangi baggala okujja ku byokola bakwogerera ebigambo n'ebyo tobifaako gwe lemerako ekiganye ndamugezeeko ojja kuba muwanguzi abalemesa baveeko natandika mpola mpola akatiraba gyendi kugumiikiriza n'amaanyi sibinywera mmindi
byokola nga biganye lemerako abataagaliza basusse lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokola nga byesibye nnyo lemerako n'abatesi beetawula nnyo lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako
ensi eno opangirira ofuna obusente bwo osobole okwezimba olyeko obulungi so ku mabbali nga waliwo abakulaba obubi b'osuubira nti bali kusanyukidde olw'enkulaakulanayo naye nze nkuzaamu essuubi kimanya ebintu si byangu naye olina ensonga lwaki wasalawo okola ekyo ky'okola n'olwekyo si kirungi obiveeko nedda saagala obiveeko omweyogereze takusuuza akayanziko gwe fuba nnyo okulaba ng'obeesalako bwe batyo bakutogera balina kye beekoleddewo
yo togwa musuubi seruganda ne bw'olaba nga kiri bubi sigwa singayo okuba obubi okubonaabonako kimanye si enkomerero kola n'amaanyi ebyokaaba obikomerero
basaside abakaaba mu kifo ky'okulemerako omuddawo ne mwekubagiza nga twalaba buuza senkaaba amazima tewali kyekola kyokka bintu byakutoba mu nsi eno ejjudde ab'ennugu
naye katonda bw'akuwa omukisa mwena njagala mukimanye teryasobola kuguzibikira ne bw'akolima bagamba ekikolimo ky'enkoko tekiyitakamunye bajja kulaba ng'owangudde nabo beewunye
byokola nga biganye lemerako abataagaliza basusse lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokola nga byesibye nnyo lemerako n'abatesi beetawula nnyo lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokola nga biganye lemerako abataagaliza basusse lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokola nga byesibye nnyo lemerako n'abatesi beetawula nnyo lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako
yo in whatever you do in life you should never give up one day you'll succeed cause nothing comes easy in life Sylvester and Abrams we are never gonna stop
Mando ya Musa, twesala bukumba sivya Medusa. Tolina kalimu falo liluza. Reconnaissance, beba producer. Got chains on my neck and I'm looking like Kunta. Wanna close, boy I'm a shooter. I'm the boss with a dream like Luther. Namuongo boy, that's the hood I'm coming from and I thought you knew that. Thugs and drug dealers, body mukako na. Why do I rap? I rap because I want to talk about stuff that other people don't talk about. I want to inspire people. I want to be the voice to the voiceless. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs, no. Wafuka so mean. In fact, Osinga I mean. Chirabikori half man, half machine. Mununzira bakubuli street. Buli chimwe chicho cha gunpoint. My nigga, tell us the point. Power to the people. Tebichakola kubanga nobulula baniga babubba. Ba good cop, baba kuba masasi. Our only hope, ne baba kwata. Ba MPs, baba kuba kalimo rufu na kalulu nebebaka. Katite muji kwata ko. This is Leo Rich, rated fresh on XXL. Ruba. Yeah. Leo Rich. Oh yeah. This is Uganda. 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 This is Uganda.
Wake up, go look for paper. No money, no power, Mutesa. Talk more and get yourself tear gas, so all we do is look for the pesa. Uganda Zabu, rest in peace Zakayo. I'm from the 256, born with the heart of a lion. Don't talk about Alicia Keys, we got Irene and Desire. Yeah, think Trump is shit, yeah, should come see ours. And MPP's on the wall, pays 40K and free he goes. After 20 years of school, you still won't get a decent job. A rich man shoots, then a poor man gets locked up, but not for long. This is Uganda, brother, ain't nobody gives a fuck. Uganda, 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 my country. Uganda, 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 my country. Oh dear God up in heaven, bless my country. Oh dear God in heaven, please bless my country. Oh yeah, this is Uganda. 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 Hey. I fell in love with the Rolex. I ain't talking about watches. You don't need a big bando. Only few coins get a mando. Yeah, back Kampala. Chino se chivuga chapafala. Smartphone ya kavitu jitwala. Do for the 256. Uganda. Can't touch my flow like a crested train. Dropped out of school, got a different brain. The eyes tell them that my future's faint. You and your stupid as claims. This is Uganda, part of Africa. Do what you wanna. Go to school, read your books, or else smoke marijuana. I don't care what you do as long as wainayojofanya. This is Uganda, this is Uganda, light up your fire. This is Uganda. 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 Uganda, 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 my country. Uganda, 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 my country. Oh dear God in heaven, please bless my country. Oh dear God in heaven, please bless my country. Oh yeah.
This Africa is Talking Summit 2024 has actually been of great impact to African development, because this is a tech summit where young developers in our developer ecosystem have had a chance to interact and learn from the industry experts who actually understand where the development in technology, especially in Africa, is headed. So it's presented them an opportunity to now go back and build solutions that they've actually identified the gaps during this summit in technology. These solutions will be brought to the marketplace and they'll be able to now solve a lot of these problems that we experience in Africa.
This summit has really been amazing, just looking at how it has brought people from different organizations, different backgrounds, just coming together to create new ideas, build new technology for Africa. That alone shows that we are working towards the best, and I am looking forward to what is to come.
For me, it's about answering the needs of Africa. And as Africa is talking, we are trying to support the innovations that will answer this problem. So we are at the point where we are positioning ourselves to help developers to be able to innovate to solve those problems. So this summit has brought together experts from different fields, different countries, and different expertise. So it's been a very engaging session where we have experts, we have people who are learning, a lot of networking, a lot of exchanges, and yeah, it's been amazing.
So I believe the Summit 2025 is a place to start and encourage the young people, the people at the lowest stage, to grow and build for Africa.
I know definitely it may not be in Uganda, but it will bring together a bigger group of developers and industry experts and even business leaders and entrepreneurs.
I think the tech industry is going to grow huge. I think in the next 5-10 years, we are going to have amazing stuff. We're going to have things that we have not seen before. And I'm really excited because I am seeing what the young minds are coming up with.
So just based on how this 2024 summit has been, I can't wait. I know it will be bigger, it will be better, and it can only get better from here, and we are looking forward to even bringing in more experts, more developers, more partners, more customers in the next session. So you should plan to be there.
Basically, innovating for Africa means that we are coming up with new ideas to make Africa better in the future.
As Africa is talking, we are looking at innovating around just answering to the needs of the people of Africa and ensuring that Africa is growing to where it needs to be.
To me, I look at it from an opportunity because with the software engineering, they have ability to really build solutions that will innovate Africa.
Golfing, golfing, golfing. Kabalaza. Party, party, Kabalaza.
Allow me to recognize the presence of the Attorney General and past President of the Uganda Golf Union and Trustee of the Union, Honorable Chwanuka. Thank you very much for the guidance always. The Executive of Uganda Golf Union present. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's indeed a pleasure to be speaking to the fraternity of golfers. I must thank the Kabalaza fraternity for allowing to make the event, the qualifying event for the amateurs in terms of ranking. For us as a union, that means growth in the sport and nurturing and identifying talent as well. Uganda Golf Union is here to serve you. I thank you very much.
Golfing, golfing, golfing. Golfing, golfing.
Thank you so much for the organizers of Kabalaza Open Championship. It was what we would call the full buffet. I teed off very well. We first agreed on the tee box. We had the pros playing in this tournament. Thank you so much. That is not very easy to get the pros to play at a tournament. The amateurs playing for a cash prize, and also, of course, the subsidiary, all of us who played in this event.
Kabalaza, oi! Thank you very much. Allow me to appreciate our sponsors. I would like to thank you and welcome you to the second edition of the Kabalaza Championship with our theme, Golf with a Purpose. It has been a 4-day event of which we had gross players men, gross players ladies, and of course the pros. The gross players men and ladies played over 3 days, and the pros played over 2 days.
I don't have much to say. Basically, I'm here to appreciate a group of people called the Kabalaza who have come together and give us a chance as professional golfers. All we need as professional golfers is keep playing more events, because that's the only way we can get better.
Kabalaza, party, oh Kabalaza. I want to be a Kabalaza.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who played, the hackers who are out there, Kabalaza and Mr. Chairman and your team, thank you very much. We hope that this will continue to grow bigger and bigger, and we hope that the next time we come here to participate in this event, there will be even more golfers from not only Finland, but the rest of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy yourselves, and may God continue to bless you all and keep you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2, 3.
Are you guys doing okay, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. It's time to party.
Baby, I'll never have a man like you. Baby, I wanna spend my life with you. Wanna say what you say, meza togezanga no tabo. Kuwanange chanti se, little tight and sabo nyweze. Kati mukono kusabo kwate kona wano, lawango uze ninganga talina mikono. Funa yoku kate neweka wakatono, you know I got you till the very end. Come on, body like killing, 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 killing my day. Oh, love you and you be so ready. Baby, siri msanyi wa beti, na you know love you, chilinda consider mutwalo. Siteki yo bulungi kuri, katalia kapapo leto di mkwano. Simanyi, nje kwa gamu di nevera nsobikale. Wekuloga chiba chibi, mafuta mukatala neta. Sabula, baby. Shot, baby. What? I'm not a gold digger. Jakala mukono sivi no wewe chiniga, baby. Jakala mukono, my lady. I'm not a gold digger, baby. I'll give you my, I will give you all, baby. I'll give you my soul, I'll give you my goodies.
Jackie, yeah. Thank you so much, Kabalaza. Enjoy your night.
My name is Martin Anthony Nsuvuga. I'm the CEO of Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. And I've served the institution until now, where I've grown to the position of the Chief Executive Officer. So I've seen UBRA since its establishment.
I was also the person who started the organization as interim CEO for the organization. My role was to set up the organization, and here we are.
It has been a really new experience in my life. As you may have heard, UBRA was non-existent. There was no formal regulatory environment for pensions or retirement benefits. So we are a pioneer. We were appointed to set up the architecture and the environment for regulation of retirement benefits and pensions.
So the Ministry of Finance, because I was the technical person really handling all these reforms, they asked me to come and set up this institution, which is the Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. So I was requested to start as interim Chief Executive Officer, which I did from the year 2012 to early 2015. It's been a great journey. When we started from scratch.
The journey of 10 years of UBRA started with an Act of Parliament of 2011, but actual operation started in 2012, and that's why we are celebrating 10 years today.
There was no institutional setup, there were no laws, there was nothing. So we started with the legal framework, putting in place the legal framework that establishes the supervisor or the regulator for the retirement benefits sector. Before then,
UBRA came into the market about 10 years ago. The first thing they did, right from their first offices at Communications House, was to take stock of the market. Who are the players? Who are the retirement players in the market? Who are the service providers? which schemes are operating in the market. Service to note that there was already something happening in the market even before UBRA came to play.
And because of that, there were Ponzi schemes, there were frauds and all those kind of things. There was no trust in the sector. So our primary objective was to build a system that would instill confidence in the general public.
I believe the journey has been very successful. We have a footprint now in the community, and that footprint is best exemplified by the growth of the pensions sector. When we were appointed, the pension sector savings were less than 5 trillion. Today they're approaching 20 trillion.
A number of proposals were carried to Parliament, and the biggest one was to actually put in place a sector regulator.
My role as a Member of Parliament when I came in 2001 was to make legislation. And one of the laws we have made is the UBRA Act, which basically came in to assist how to regulate the retirement pension funds, which were missing in this country. I'm proud that now we have over 19 trillion shillings in the pension fund. That's a very good contributor to national development. And in the future, I'm sure this money we shall not go to borrow. We shall use this money of the pension fund to really develop our country.
You would appreciate that this is not a small contribution for a sector that was not regulated. But overall, it was part of the global reforms that we are seeing in other countries in the pension sector.
To me, that's a plus for the authority.
And you can imagine in a very short time, in less than 10 years, we have over 19 trillion. It believes that within the next 5 years, we should be over 40 trillion.
To me, that is a plus for UBRA and a surety for the people of Uganda who save with these different schemes, knowing that somebody is there making sure that my money that I put in any scheme is safe, is protected.
So one of the main objectives was to safeguard the interests of the members. Now, what this means is that the moment members' interests are safeguarded, their rights are protected, it then boils down to growth of the sector. Now, what we've seen in the last 10 years is that the sector, the assets under management have more than tripled. So within a span of 10 years, we're seeing a lot of efficiency in terms of members are able to get their benefits, they're able to access more information about their schemes. More importantly is the professionalism that has been injected in the sector.
There has been a deliberate effort to build trust because the foundation is strong, it can be trusted. And again, the investment structures are very solid, so which means they encourage the growth of the market, the growth of the portfolio, and also provide the positive returns that we see to date.
The last one that is significant, which I've seen UBRA doing, is promoting transparency. So to a member, that information creates trust within the member because you are saying, there's nothing I'm hiding. This is how we run the scheme in the year. There were 13 meetings, and this member of the board, out of 13, he attended 3.
In the saving schemes, there was no trust, there was no confidence, there was a lot of risk. Even the savers could not know how much their contributions were. Okay? In other words, everything was in a disarray without any regulator.
I think as well, looking generally at the business environment, you rarely now see complaints of people stating that the funds that they thought they had in their names have disappeared or have been paid to the wrong person. And all this is just because of the supervisory role that UBRA has brought in, which has been pivotal in making us run a world-class pension sector in Uganda.
There are 3 parts to any pension system. There's the contributions or collections of pensions, there is the management of the pensions or the investment of these pension savings, and then there's the payment of these pension savings, either through a lump sum or through monthly payments. We have had a shared responsibility with UBRA for the past 10 years in the aspect of management of the savings through investments because many of the fund managers whom we license are also licensed by UBRA. Although UBRA focuses a lot more on the pensions, the retirement savings that they manage. So we have done this role together, we've had this shared role. The synergies we have drawn from this partnership have been very beneficial, and we look forward to continuing to work together with UBRA in the future.
We see growth in number of schemes in this market. Today we are talking of 65 schemes. In the past we are talking of 3 schemes that were established by an Act of Parliament. That is the Public Service Pension Scheme, the Parliamentary Pension Scheme, and the NSSF, all of them established by an Act of Parliament.
More importantly is to say that the journey that UBRA has walked over the 10 years have been challenging, but also refreshing, in a sense that they came into a virgin market. There was no regulator before them, especially in the pension sector. So what they started with was commendable. Let's do a stock taking. Let's understand the market. Who is doing what in the market? So I think that phase helped UBRA create the visibility, create identity for the first 3-4 years. Over the years, they've also been able to do publicity to kind of show the market, show the public that this is what we do, and especially as you plan for your retirement.
At least for the last 10 years, we've not had any corruption, loss of members' funds. We've also not had any poor investments, because investments are all known, structured, in particular known asset classes that provide a very good return to the member. And actually in this period in time, that's when the sector has witnessed high returns to the members, double-digit returns for the last 5 years or thereabout.
So in my opinion, that is trust from the general public that we are doing the right thing, and we hope that we continue to do that.
In the next 10 years, what I would like to really see going forward is the spread of coverage, because the pension sector as it is now is really in the formal sector. And when you look at the working population of Uganda, if you even put it at around 20 to 25 million, the working population, not even 3 million are covered by pensions.
I think my main message to UBRA is, first of all, to thank the CEO, Mr. Martin Nsubuga, and his team for supporting the pension reforms that have taken place so far, but also to remind the team that there's still some work to be done. It's not over, there's still some reforms that need to be done, particularly in the area of limiting access to long-term savings. So Martin and team, please don't rest. There's still some more work to be done to grow the domestic savings base of this country.
We feel that as a committee, UBRA needs to make itself more visible in Uganda, place itself, let the people of Uganda know what they are doing, let the people of Uganda know why they should save for retirement.
If you were to ask me, what should UBRA's next 10 years focus on? I would say that UBRA's next 10 years should be to now build this 20 trillion asset base that has been generated, should actually be able to ensure a comfortable life in retirement for all members who are in the retirement schemes. But UBRA should also then allow and come up with mechanisms to support the players to be able to onboard all the smallholders, all the informal sector to come in and secure their retirement by participating and joining the licensed pension schemes in the market.
And so my thinking is that we need to support the institution, particularly Parliament of the Republic of Uganda needs to support resource mobilization for allocation to the authority so that the authority can continue with the widening the coverage.
People now, instead of keeping money in boxes, will keep here, and it is in the financial sector, and it's easy to tap in. And the cost of money will go down, but other investment in the country will go high. And I can tell you, if you make very good regulations, we will have the support of Parliament.
I believe that the next 10 years are quite pivotal. We've gone through the best building of the industry, and right now we are at the point where we have to be tasked with generating value for our clients and exhibiting relevance over the next 10 years. I'm very, very confident. In fact, I'm really proud of the work that has been done for the last 10 years, and my imagination runs wild. What is possible for the next 10 years.
And the other key achievement or work in progress that UBRA is trying to do, which I again encourage different stakeholders in this sector, particularly Parliament, to support UBRA is the coming up with a national micro pension scheme. Uganda is, our economy is largely informal, and even within the cities, we have so many people who are operating informally, and yet they earn income, either daily, either weekly or monthly. They earn income in one way or the other. But if not well guided, and I think this particular scheme, the micro pension scheme, would again help reorganize our people in the formal sector to put something aside. Because if you are in our market today, if you're a road vendor today, if you're a hawker today, if you're a border today, if you're a fisherman today, you still have that energy to go nearly every day in the waters and do fishing, to go to Nakawa market every morning to pick tomatoes, vegetables. But that strength with time, as years come by, begins to dwindle. That means the same basket that you can carry now, you are not able to carry in the next 5 years or 10.
So our focus, what really keeps us awake when I wake up in the morning, that drives my day, protection of members' funds.
So what I see going forward for the next 10 years is an organization that is efficient, that is creating value for the benefits. Efficiency meaning when I contribute, I must be guaranteed that 20 years from now, 30 years from now, when I retire, my money will be there. And ensuring that the monies that I contribute are invested in assets that will make my money grow. Not just putting in 1 shilling, and 20 years you're paid 1 shilling. When I put in 1 shilling, I should be paid 100 shillings at the end of 30 years. And that's the objective, and that's efficiency.
I think to the customer out there who might not even think they are a customer because you ride a border, you are in the garden, you don't even have anything to your name, UBRA will find you wherever you are and will look after you because it's their mandate to look after you in retirement. And they can only look after you in retirement if you avail yourself now. And all they want to do for you is to make sure that when you hang up your boots, when I hang up this jacket in retirement, UBRA wants me to live a fulfilled life, a life bereft of poverty, a life of joy and happiness. And UBRA works with people and different entities to deliver that. As service providers, I think we'd want to say congratulations again, UBRA. We feel the heat sometimes, but we are ready for the task.
As we celebrate, let's also remember that there are those who are not yet part of the saving culture, and we find ways of bringing them forward. I wish you a happy celebration.
As we celebrate 10 years of service protecting retirement benefits in this country, allow me to thank the Board of Directors of Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. You have been very instrumental and very focused. Allow me also to thank the staff and management of UBRA. You have supported the cause. Allow me also to thank my predecessors, the first interim CEO, Mr. Moses Bekabyo, the Chief Executive Officer, my immediate predecessor, Mr. Bonyi David Nyekondi, the government of Uganda who have supported us, providing us with all the resources that we need from the day UBRA started up to now, the regulated entities, the stakeholders, the fund managers, the custodians, the administrators. Without you, we would not be talking of structures of governance in this market. And of course, the members who are saving, who have trusted us, who have continuously saved with the different schemes. Allow me to assure you that as we deliberate on this direction for the next years of service, at UBRA, we shall continue to protect your retirement benefits. May God bless you. May God bless your families. May God bless our country, Uganda. Let us celebrate as we thank God.
I am Flavia Luanga. I'm the Human Resources Director for Airtel Uganda. Just been through the roundtable discussion on, how, what is the importance of doing more than one international languages. And we are doing this at Alliance Française. Personally, I believe it's important to know more than one international language. Obviously, most of us speak English, so because it's really known worldwide, pretty much most people will be, English speaking. And personally, I choose, French because it's equally, largely spoken on the African continent, and so we have the, the Anglophone countries, then we also have the Francophone countries. And working at Airtel Uganda, we do have, countries that we operate in Africa, over 13 countries in Africa, and you could say almost 50% of those countries are Francophone countries. So I see there's a lot of value in learning more than one language. And like I said, I will speak more from my point of view, which is to learn the French language. And, at a point, we go to a situation where, the different countries would always reach out to each other to get talent for specific roles in their countries. Because, there are many reasons, but one of them being that, the roles are scarce in the specific country. So many people reached out to us from other Francophone speaking countries and other countries which are Anglophone, but Francophone especially, I felt hurt because I believe we have very good talent at Airtel Uganda, and we do have good talent in Uganda. So with the opportunity of knowing the French language and the fact that you're already a professional, it adds so much more to your life. So, because you will find that if you have so many people who have the capability, how does the employer choose you from the next person? I think French language is a key differentiator. And like again, I said, I'm speaking about Airtel per se, because this is the opportunity I saw. And once I saw that opportunity and I realized, oops, our professionals do not speak French, then that's when I approached Alliance Française, and for 5 years now, they've come through and we've structured some French classes at the place of work. So we have a stream of people coming through at different levels and trying to learn the language. So at least I want my people to be prepared. I want them to be ready so that, when these kind of opportunities come, that they end up to be the preferred, candidates for the jobs, because they already know English and they know it very well. But then, and they're professionals, they're very good at what they do. Now the only challenge is they can't speak French, and the opportunities are there. And I've sent some of my people to the French-speaking countries, but the ones where I've been able to send them are the ones where, there's at least a balance of both French and English. So I've been able to send people to Seychelles, I even have a finance director in Seychelles today, Ugandan, who didn't know any French, but because they sort of, as a country, they've embraced both languages. So it was easy for me for this person to go. They didn't go as a finance director. They went as a financial controller, and today they're a finance director. I've also sent people to Rwanda, and as you probably already know, Rwanda is also now really picking up on the English. So it's important to have at least two national or multinational, international languages. So that's the opportunity I see.
My name is Bujingo Don Patrick. I work with Aloysia Organic Natural Health Products as the Managing Director. And I also work with Macquarie University Business School as a lecturer of marketing and the French language. I think firstly, this roundtable on French and employability for me is an opportunity to give a testimony. I'm a product of the benefit of having studied the French language. So I believe this roundtable discussion gives us room to look at the past, where we are, and the future. So it's a very, very strategic discussion. I did get the passion to study the French language. Firstly, I was exposed to this language rather young, not with much interest for myself, but rather the motivations of my teachers, French bread, things like this after class. But then as I went into the higher levels, I started to see the value of this language, the beauty of the language. So for me, the passion was mainly to see that we could fit into this global village. French is a beautiful language, and knowing the language itself exposes us and the opportunities of the world out there.
Raymond Muhechi is my name. I'm a lawyer and a French student at Alliance Française de Kampala. I'm very much interested in French, and I love the French language because of the opportunities it presents to not only my profession, but also to the people I work with. I'm a lawyer, and my work is mostly into international law, as well as in Uganda. I do private practice in Uganda as well, in addition to the international work I do around the world. And my experience in my international law field has been challenging in the past because of not being able to speak the French language. I've been missing out on several work engagements, and I've also had challenges in some work engagements. Shared some experiences. One I had recently in 2019 in Benin, where I lost a job opportunity with United Nations because I couldn't speak the French language. And when last year I was in France, I was left on a train because I couldn't understand what they were saying on the train, and I missed my stop. So these challenges that I kept facing showed me why I need to learn the French language, why I need to add French to the English language. Not only is it important to my work, but also interacting with the other people around the world. When I saw this program being organized by Alliance Française and the partners on French language and employability, I realized that I must attend this event. Not only is this event going to inspire me to, learning a language requires commitment and inspiration. Not only is this event going to inspire me, but I'll also learn how to maybe inspire people and also meet the top employers who are going to tell us why the French language is important to them, why they pick out someone with French language as an addition to work in their companies and organizations. And it doesn't matter whatever profession, all professions, engineering, we're seeing journalism, we're seeing the legal practice as well, we're seeing all professions require the French language. And noting that also we're seeing more French countries connecting to East Africa, DRC, Burundi, Rwanda. This program becomes very important for us to really, take on.
I'm Gloria Rodriguez, and I am working with International Organization for Migration. I am the Human HR Resources Officer here in the IOM Uganda. I already mentioned it in the panel or discussion. You see, as International Migration Organization, we are very open to diversity, and our job deploys us in different countries all over the world. So it's important that when you as an IOM staff member get to become an international officer and you're assigned to a certain country and it speaks French, and you have to have that language skills, which is French. And as I mentioned also a while ago, I was surprised that in Africa, the countries speaking French is so many compared to the European part. So that's why we require ourselves to learn a second language or a third language if we can, as much as possible, because you really have to blend in the culture, and language is the key to the culture of the country. So yes, that's why we require them. They have to speak the language where they are supposed to be.
My name is Walimbwa Teddy. I currently work with Stanbic Bank as a consultant in the call center. I've been working so far for 3 years under Stanbic Bank, and proudly to be a member of Alliance Française, the French club. It hasn't been long, but I'm proud to be one of the members. I did French part of my university program, but it was a compulsory course because I was studying with the Missions of Africa. So because they have French programs, they have English programs, so I had to do French. So I did French for 3 years during my social sciences bachelor's course. And then they sent me to Congo for 2 months to have an experience in speaking French and listening besides the classwork. And shortly they sent me to Burkina Faso for 4 months. And I did intensive, it was an intensive program, but it was more of past work, like interacting with people, of which it helped me so much. Because if I didn't have the knowledge of French, then I wouldn't interact with the people, I wouldn't get information from them, and I would feel it difficult to fit in the community.
I also picked up a lot more from the other speakers. I picked up a lot from the people who are, the students who are seated on the floor. And you see, there's a lot of opportunity. So the question is, why do I have to learn French? For me, the simple answer is, you do not know what you will stumble on. You just don't know. When I hear that, the kind of testimonies that came through, you realize there's, you cannot even put a number to the opportunities. There's so many opportunities. Some we know, some we don't even know, but they are there. So just learn the language.
My name is Magali Losange. I'm the head of courses of Alliance Française Kampala. I would say first of all that was a direct answer to a request we heard a year ago. So a year ago we met with a couple of teachers at Chambogo University, and some of the head teachers asked us, how can you create more awareness on the specific job opportunities offered for people who can speak French. We thought about it. We realized that instead of having French teachers telling them the full story, it would be better for us to meet employers and employees who are already living this idea that with French, you have access to more job opportunities. So this conference was an opportunity to listen directly from the people who hire people speaking French, but also from the people who already speak French and are using this skill for their professional career.
Yes, I think the French language has come in fundamental for me as primarily as a French teacher, being a lecturer of the French language in Mackay University Business School, and also being a marketing lecturer. Now, this helps me fuse the experience that I've seen in the French world, because I had a chance to do my master's in France, in one of the top cosmetics brands in the entire world, called L'Oréal. And for me, this was an experience to see the marketing angle at a global perspective. And at the end of the day, I picked this experience to share with my students. And how this now taps into Aloysia Organic is that we want to tap into this global market. How will you tap into the French market when you do not have any chance to speak the French language, for example? So meaning our products can be able to reach the French-speaking community, the Francophone community in Africa, and this is the future really. Today, this language is becoming an official language in the East African community.
I'll speak, yes, from a human resource, but there's also a business angle that I picked up here. And I was like, okay, this is something I'd never thought about. From a human resource perspective, obviously, like I said, I've seen so many advertisements from the time I started, looking out for a job when I just left university. There's so many adverts I've read, and they say French is an added advantage.
Je m'appelle Raymond Muhechi. Je suis avocat international ici à Kampala. Aujourd'hui, prendre employability en langue française pour prendre langue française, practice.
I would like to think that the students realize that there are so many opportunities. Usually we think about the most obvious ones, such as, of course, French teachers, translators, but they realize that the French can be this little extra touch. So as long as you have a specific education, French will open more doors for you, but it can come along with so many different skills, and it can be used in so many different sectors. So the main goal of this gathering was to inspire and to put a light on all the different opportunities. From the HR managers, I hope what they realize is that there are already a lot of people who can speak French in Uganda. And on my side, the idea was, okay, how can we do more moving forward?
Je m'appelle Flavia Luanga. Je suis une étudiante de langue française depuis 5 ans. Je suis apprendre avec l'Alliance française, mais je parle un peu de la langue française parce que je suis très occupée avec mon travail. I'm Flavia Luanga. I'm a student of the French language. I study at Alliance Française. I speak very little of the language because I am too occupied with my job. So I intend to start taking up, classes, online classes. I intend to read French written books, and I want to also get into the videos, do movies, simple movies. And then I also want to join the French club here at Alliance Française. So we were sharing quite a bit with Magali and the director on some of the things they could do, given my experience, someone who's been loving the language and learning the language. So I shared with him some of the few ideas I had that could probably help, people like myself.
My name is Guy Maza, and I'm the manager of this research center of Alliance Française, which is also called Library, which happened to be the biggest resources center with French and Francophone resources. From when I attended this talk and thoughts, I was very impressed because we had so many people, they came. And when it comes to practice, people ask so many questions about how can we practice the language. And as the manager of Resources Center of Alliance Française, I could relate to those questions because I've been asked so many times by students and also members who want to have opportunities to practice the language. Because in Uganda, it's the English is predominant, so they don't have so many opportunities to practice outside of their classes. It was a great opportunity for them and also for us to hear from them what they want, the expectation. And from someone who work here and also who is always in interaction with members and also students, I would say we have a huge responsibility here in the library because we have resources, physical resources such as books and also movies, DVDs, and internet, because we provide them with internet. And then we always advise them to use them, to borrow those books, to go home and read. Now we have an online library. You don't have to come here and read from here or to borrow a book from here. We can create an account for you and you go and you practice from home. And then for us, the library provide them with so many resources in French, yes, physical but also online. And also we have activities which help them to practice the French language, such as French Club, which is an opportunity for students and members to share and to speak on different topics in French. So it's time for those student members, they're Francophone, they're Anglophones, and they meet and they share, they help each other. Yes, and also we have other activities with different purposes, but the main goal is to help them to practice French.
First of all, I would like to say that this is something we hear very often, and that's why we try on ourselves to be more flexible and to really adapt to the schedule of these busy professionals. One of the things we've done is to provide classes online, so someone doesn't have to come to Alliance Française or doesn't have to wait for a teacher to come to the office to learn French. So that's the main innovation, I would say. And then there are also many other ways outside of Alliance Française to take advantage of any little time you have to improve your French. Whether, again, we're talking about watching a movie, it doesn't look like you're learning, but you're actually learning while you're watching a Netflix movie. There are a couple of different apps. I would talk about Duolingo. That's another quick way to practice. So the most important thing is to make sure that you don't give up. Maybe you feel like you're not doing so much, but you're actually doing enough to keep on practicing and being exposed. of course, classes will help you to get a proper grasp of the language, but as long as you keep on trying to find a way to practice, you're good. Bonjour, je m'appelle Magali Losange, je suis la directrice pédagogique de l'Alliance française de Kampala. Et l'une des choses qui m'a le plus marquée aujourd'hui, ça a été le sourire du public, l'enthousiasme du public en découvrant toutes les opportunités offertes à ceux qui parlent le français. Donc merci à tous ceux qui sont venus aujourd'hui au Talks and Talks French and Employability. I say that one of the things that I really enjoyed was to see the smiles and the enthusiasm of the public who was able to discover all the opportunities offered for people who can speak French. Thank you very much to everyone who came to the conference today.
Africa's future. Africa's talking.
When we first started the summit, the first day was they taught us about UI UX design. That's something you never do at campus unless otherwise. So the project we're working on is designing a UI and a UX of a USSD application. And that would help users always to get current market prices. So that is what we have been doing and what we look forward to enrolling it shortly after this summit.
I've been able to collaborate with different developers and learn more that I'll integrate it in my journey as a junior developer.
It has really been so amazing, and me taking part on the very first event has really been so great. So it has been so amazing, and I'm glad I was part of it.
My entertaining session was with Sylvia when she was talking about women in tech, and that really inspired me to pursue more.
It's very important for junior developers like me and fellow developers out there that if we get a chance to attend these events, we should attend them so that we can get more information from people who are above us so that we can be guided in the right path.
The most exciting thing and the session I had during the summit was the first thing I need to talk about this, meeting Sylvia. I see a young lady talking to us content about this thing called Africa is Talking APIs, and the content she was giving us was really so amazing. So the first thing I loved so much about this was getting to meet her and getting to see her, the passion she has for African women and tech. It has really been so amazing, and yeah, I love that a lot.
My key takeaway of this summit is to be swift in running projects. However much you have a lot on your plate, you can still run them, whether in a group or as a person.
So my takeaway is we need to collaborate, and I'm looking forward to reaching out to most of those devs to see how we can collaborate and work together to build Africa. And I'm looking forward to being one of Africa's entrepreneurs, and if it sparks from here, that's really so amazing. Looking forward to it.
I'm so excited seeing many of you enduring pain. Many of people here come to run for different purposes. Others are running because they're fighting a disease. Others are running because they're fighting weight. Others are running because they're contributing money to their families. So it is important for us to cheer everyone. The people of Kasese, I want to thank you for being extremely welcoming. You have shown the spirit of Uganda. We are Uganda. We are Uganda. Let me tell you, we have 33 nations represented today. Our first marathon was 2022. We had 800 runners from 4 countries. Last year, we had 2,200 runners from 17 countries. This year, we have 3,600 runners from 33 countries. Next year, we hope to have 7,000 runners from 50 countries. That's our commitment to Kasese. go to the next stage. One of the pillars is digital skilling and entrepreneurship. So right now, what you're doing is in the fulfillment of one of the pillars.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tumhaire Medrin from Katungu Village, Cell 3, Ishaka Municipality, Bushen District, Western Uganda. I'm a student at Kampala International University, pursuing a bachelor's degree in business administration. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to take you through the module of entrepreneurship, which is one of the modules in this training.
It is an honor to stand before you today in this important ICT and multimedia initiative in Bushenyi. On behalf of the Commission, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has made this event possible.
Sylvester Abrams. This goes out to our fallen soldier Pitek, aka Paul Mwanda, and to all those people in the everyday struggle. Mulemereko. Yokolanga biganye, lemerako. Abatagaliza basuse, lemerako. Gumikiriza, lemerako. Tuli balumungo wangudde, lemerako. Yokolanga byesibye nnyo, lemerako. N'abatesi betawula nnyo, lemerako. Gumikiriza, lemerako. Tuli balumungo wangudde, lemerako. Mu buli kintu wabeera wakufiriza, abamusanyu kyokola bwe bakiyimiriza, era atambula akwogerako nti takukkiriza, oyo mugereko mpola yagala kuzikiriza, wezimba buli kyogulirewo kimunyiza, kasita otegedde bambi tomala budde, anyiga ng'okulaakulana mwesaleko, gwe tolekera okulana manyira omuyiteko, kola bibyo teekayo omwoyo, balinyuma ebyafaayo, ovudde wala nnyo kati olinnye amadaala, era ofuna sente zikuyisa mu lunaku, olya onyirira tokaaba nnaku, sikugwe weka aboogeddwako bangi, kati tolekerera ssaala kubanga kyekijinji, boogere nga bamala budde oliba ofunye siringi. Byokolanga biganye, lemerako. Abataagaliza basusse, lemerako. Gumikiriza, lemerako. Tuli balumungo wangudde, lemerako. Byokolanga byesibye nnyo, lemerako. N'abatesi betawula nnyo, lemerako. Gumikiriza, lemerako. Tuli balumungo wangudde, lemerako. Yo nkoye abataagaliza bannaabwe, essanyu lyabwe kulemesa nze naabwe kaliraba. goyita mukwano goba musaba kapira bakube endobotero ove mu kisabo ensiwetyo era sagala bokana yenna obosi busa gendo buzeko mulala yenna tulina okwegendereza abatuwabula kuba abamukubbo bafa kimu kutulemeza naye era bwe basembera gwe lwanyisa embeera ojja kumalako nga Nelson Mandela abantu bangi bagala okujja ku byokola bakwogerera ebigambo n'ebyo tobifaako gwe lemerako ekiganye ndamugezeeko ojja kuba muwanguzi abalemesa baveeko natandika mpola akakiraba gyendi kugumikiriza n'amaanyi sibinywera mmindi byokolanga biganye lemerako abataagaliza basusse lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokolanga byesibye nnyo lemerako n'abatesi beetawula nnyo lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako
ensi eno opangirira ofuna obusente bwo osobole okwezimba olyeko obulungi so ku mabbali nga waliwo abakulaba obubi b'osuubira nti bali kusanyukidde olw'enkulaakulana yo naye ze nkuzaamu essuubi kimanya ebintu si byangu naye olina ensonga lwaki wasalawo okola ekyo ky'okola n'olwekyo si kirungi obiveeko nedda saagala obiveeko omweyogereze takusuuza akayanziko gwe fuba nnyo okulaba ng'obeesalako bwe batyo bakutogera abalina kye beekoleddewo
yo togwa musuubi seruganda ne bw'olaba nga kiri bubi sigwasingayo okuba obubi okubonaabonako kimanye si enkomerero kola n'amaanyi ebyokaaba obikomerero
basaasidde abakaaba mu kifo ky'okulemerako omuddawo ne mwekubagiza nga twalaba buuza senkaaba amazima tewali kyekola kyokka bintu byakutoba mu nsi eno ejjudde ab'ennugu
naye katonda bw'akuwa omukisa mwena njagala mukimanye teri asobola kuguzibikira ne bw'akolima bagamba ekikolimo ky'enkoko tekiyitakamunye bajja kulaba ng'owangudde nabo beewunye
byokolanga biganye lemerako
abataagaliza basusse lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokolanga byesibye nnyo lemerako n'abatesi beetawula nnyo lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokolanga biganye lemerako abataagaliza basusse lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako byokolanga byesibye nnyo lemerako n'abatesi beetawula nnyo lemerako gumikiriza lemerako tuli balumungo wangudde lemerako yo in whatever you do in life you should never give up one day you'll succeed cause nothing comes easy in life Sylvester and Abrams we are never gonna stop
Eric Onassis on the beat Sylvester Kabombo yeah. Amalala gakuba ekigwo amalala gakuba ekigwo ennume y'ekigwo yeah. Volume nyongere obawo wamala volume nyongere muko obawo wamala nedda yongeramu volume nyongere obawo wamala volume nyongere muko obawo wamala nedda yongeramu tula kalira ulize emboozi bulamu towalira byenkubulira passport nga kyali wange walakira ebyo byolepuka bijja kulakira kotandisa agaboozi kwaba basibekira okoze ekyene nnyo enzijja okuzibikira ojja kunakuwala kubalaba ku matikira babadde basibekira kati nga bakulembera n'akazindaalo nga batuyimbira vava ku malala temuli bibala bonagavirako ku ngalo emikwano gibalabala bulamu si butereevu busala ebigooli noyo noli ebizibu bitusimbira line ng'akasooli ozala ebika by'emmere bikulisa embooli nga weekwesa ebyo ozala wange obalabira mu kamooli otya okusongamu uyo kapooli gwe twayogerako wamajati 8 cent oli mu nnyongere obawo wamala volume nyongere muko obawo wamala nedda yongeramu volume nyongere obawo wamala volume nyongere muko obawo wamala nedda yongeramu bwagula enzirusi atagula yazza musango lwakyo walabanya ngago bwengo bagamba owebbango futumutegera ku mulyango kirizagana katukomukire totumenyera omwango pulire moroka tonna gikuta olinda yesu wanaalidde okugimanyira lekaleka bano batuuke nga banyirira lwaki obakuba ebizi oyagala batomera aga malala gasana kuluyira Sylvester ku ngoma rhymes gankwira I get the job done call me whatever you want to I hope to make you a person they look up to not to divide society into two and put two there's nowhere you are going to mutuntu bulirira ne burubaruba tu bulambwe muchomatu kankusibirire tu ensi gyozanyise kugayanga meketu weketu mugande witu wetereze mwatu volume nyongere oba owamala volume nyongere muko oba owamala nedda yongera mu volume nyongere oba owamala volume nyongere muko oba owamala nedda yongera mu amalala gakuba ekigwo amalala gakuba ekigwo ennume y'ekigwo
Oh, karibu. Yes. Nani ni kilo, huh? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nan kilo. Kilo piare, huh? Okay. Okay, kacau ibu. Okay. Nying, huh?
Florence.
Lawina Florence. Kilo 20 kilograms. Ami ario kila chela, huh? Okay. Okay, cari ko wow. So this is the process we go through when we receive grains from our customers. Here we have both large-scale customers and small-scale customers. For instance, this is a small-scale customer. The reason for weighing is that we want to determine the price the customer has to pay us. For instance, she's going to pay us 4,000 shillings. It's 20 kilograms, meaning it's 200 shillings per kilogram. At this point, we will pour the rice here, in here. So we will have to turn on the conveyor from here. The rice will have to go to the miller. By opening here means the rice starts going. So from there now we'll have to start our machine. So at this point, this is where the hulling process takes place. So this is now where I check whether the husk is really going at the back to the dryer house. So as you can see, this is now rice that has been added value, and it is now clean rice. Another interesting thing is this is where we collect the brand that can either be used by the customer's chicken feeds and sold to give additional income to the customer. Now, let me take you through how rice husk from the same rice generates electricity that can either be used to cook the same rice and do a lot of things, give income.
Kampala, the capital city of Uganda, like many other sub-Saharan cities, is characterized by peri-urban and dense unplanned informal settlements, and with an ever-growing population that is gradually surging past the 1.5 million mark, city amenities are at times overwhelmed. Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, a body established to administer Kampala capital city on behalf of the government of Uganda through its Directorate of Public Health and Environment, has been at the forefront of efforts to improve on-site sanitation in Kampala city.
So Kampala is one of those cities with a low sewer network coverage. Ours is less than 10%, and that means over 90% of our people rely on non-sewer sanitation. So in the bid to get innovations and solutions, RASOP has provided quite robust learning solutions in terms of capacity building to provide non-sewer sanitation, in terms of innovations.
Under the Reinforcing African Sanitary Operators Partnership, RASOP project, focus is on providing technical guidance to promote sustainable sanitation, including non-sewer systems and fecal sludge management, building capacity of sanitation operators, enabling and facilitating the adoption of appropriate regulatory framework for implementation of sustainable urbanization and project management and governance.
We've had several trainings or capacity building programs that have been held in Kampala city. We've had different trainers coming in from different cities to train our own emptiers, and this has helped them to develop their businesses. For example, creation of and interpretation of sheet flow diagrams, where we had different sanitation stakeholders getting really to learn how to draw a sheet flow diagram. They just used to see it on paper. They didn't know how it came about. They didn't know how to write a report, but everything has been done and we are having some results come out.
When RASOP also came in, people were told to put on safety gadgets. You can see people now are putting on overalls, they are putting on gumboots, and when they go to work out there, they're also putting these things on so that they can safeguard themselves from the disease related to their business.
3 years down the road, through investments like RASOP and others, we're actually seeing fecal sludge management coming to the fore. It is now something that whose awareness is now raised, and actually the different various stakeholders are willing to participate to see that it is even improved better.
Since the inception of the RASOP program, KCCA has been able to secure the participation of various private sector players, research institutes, communities, the government, and many local and international partners in its drive for a cleaner and healthier Kampala city.
My name is Eddie Okila. My life is about documenting other people's lives. A few weeks and months ago, I walked into a village as a consultant of Mandaluy's Energy. And on our journey, we met this lady whose dreams stream back, way back to 1972 when she was young. Today she has a school. Many of you people out there wanted to be part of our story. But how do you be part of a story you don't know? Perhaps we get to know Nyamungu Ellen together. Take with me and journey with me to the journey and to the road trips and to the bumpy roads of life that springs from 1972 to the 60-plus-year-old woman who now has a school, a girl whose dream was realized at 55. Ladies and gentlemen, all across the world, dreams don't die, dreams do live. And this is Nyamungo Ellen. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
We are happy to see you, Director.
Thank you very much.
How is your life in this village?
My life is good.
The last time we were here, you were very happy. Are you still happy?
I'm still happy.
What makes you happy every day?
You are coming here makes me so happy.
Okay.
Because that thing has not happened in my life. People coming here every day, coming to see my school. Even the district people doesn't come as you used to come.
Why do you think they don't come like that? Like they used to come?
Mostly this district people doesn't mind of private schools. They recognize primary schools better than the private schools.
Okay. Today, Ellen,
yes,
we will call you Auntie Ellen, Jaja Ellen, because you are. We want to go back to knowing you. Who is Ellen Nyamungo?
I'm Helen Nyamungo, who came from West Nile, particularly it is now Zumbu district. The sub-county is Alangi sub-county, and then the parish is Pasai parish.
And we know Ellen. Take me through to Ellen, who was a child. What was growing up like?
I was not growing in a good life, but I came up in hard life. My dream was I want at least to start a school. That was my dream when I was still young.
Okay. I want you to tell us a little bit more about when you were still young and when you had a dream and what happened to your dream when you were young.
When I was young, I was very active in everything in the school. I can sing, I can dance, I can do everything. And teachers liked me so much. And they thought that I will bring something in the future. That is what the teachers were telling me. And my dream was when I will grow up, I should have a school and I should also drive. But I think for driving it is now too late. But my dream for school is still there.
Why do you say your dream for driving is dead when the dream for school is still alive?
I'm now very old.
But you have just done the school. It means it is possible.
I don't know. If God wishes, maybe it can be possible.
So you are in school and teachers like you so much, or they liked you so much.
Yes.
And when you were young, let's talk about the school life. You ended up somewhere from Zombo to Lira, from Lira to Oyam, from Oyam now in Noya district. One would wonder, what is Nyamungo Ellen looking for?
When I finished P7, I put my first choice in Town College. Then I got second grade. By then they were just grading the total, not the aggregate. I got 155 when I was in second grade. And then I went to Town College. They admitted me. I stayed there for 1 year. The second year, there was a war of this Tanzania.
Which one of the war of Tanzania? You're talking about the 1972 Idi Amin war?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
When they were chasing Idi Amin.
Yes. How old were you?
I was even big, but I cannot remember the year.
Okay. Continue.
Then from there, things were worse. There was a man who was a pilot, took me at their home, up to Yam. I stayed there, but the lifestyle was not good. The man was ever beating me, and then from there, I went back to my parents. I stayed there with my parents. The man did not follow me.
This man you were talking about, you refer to, was your husband?
He was my husband.
Had he married you?
He married me.
Okay. So you
10
are
heads.
traditionally
Married, I'm married.
and legally married to this day?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not legally married, but I was married by that man.
Yes.
Up to now.
Okay.
I
And
was
he
only
was a
married.
pilot?
He was a pilot.
How did you meet your husband?
I met him in Lira Town when I was in Lira College. I went back to my parents in Western Isle because the man was beating me so seriously. Then from there I stayed for almost 10 years with my parents. The man did not follow me, but I heard that the man was dead. I went there to see the burial place, and I got that he was dead. He was dead. He was truly. I have one daughter with him, yes. The girl is married in Kobokobai, certain Kakwama. Then from there, I came back here. I started business of pineapple. I pick it from Ruelu. I came and sell here in Noya. And the business was so good, I get a lot of money. There are seasons when they are not there. There are seasons when they are there.
Yes.
So I decided to come in this village to look for a garden for hiring.
So you can grow your own pineapple now?
Yes, I can grow. I came here, I started digging. I started with rice. I dug 2 acres. I got a very good sack. I got 20 sacks. By then they were buying at 100 a sack. I sold the rice. So I saw very many children here in this village who don't go to school. I said, I asked the parents, I was asking other parents, when I open a school here, can the children come to my school? Then the other parents were saying, yes, we can come. Then I went to the sub-county. I went there asking for the permission. They gave me the permission. They said the most important thing, you have to go to the DO's office. When the sub-county agreed, I came and made these local houses using grass. I rented the place.
Here in this
Here
village?
in Godmu.
Yes.
The house I rent is still there. That Mabati house. I was working with those Mabatis as my office. Then I made a structure using grass thatched house. The children came. 5 of them only. I was teaching them myself. Then when they go home, they say something reasonable. Then people started saying, this woman maybe she's doing a very good thing. Then the children started coming. The children came up to 70. The school was K1, K2, K3. From there, the children started learning. They can count 1 up to 20. They can do each and everything. You greet them, how are you? They say, I'm fine. What is your name? They tell their name. How old are you? They tell their age. In what class are you? They tell their class. Then their people started.
But wait, Nyamungu. Jaja, you were in senior 2 in 1972. The war came, you dropped out.
Yes, I dropped out.
You didn't finish.
I didn't.
Where did you learn all these things? Because in a senior 2 in this country, it does not look like a person who can do something reasonable.
But our senior 2 was really powerful. Even our primary. These days, primary doesn't speak English. You go to this government primary, you cannot say anything. But during our year, things were so good.
Tell me about it.
We were taught in English throughout, from P1 up to P7. But these days, I don't know what the teachers are teaching. And yet the primary teachers are degree holders. Some are degree holders. Me, who is not a degree holder, I can teach a child better than a degree holder. I'm even proud. I cannot fear to say that one.
Wow. Well, this story is a big story. We are talking to Ellen Nyamungu. You've all seen Ellen Nyamungu. We talked about her. The story of resilience, the story of how hard work pays, the story of how you can turn around your life when it has given you the lemonade and give it the sugar or the honey? Let's go back to Nyamungo.
When I was planning to open a school, some other villagers were saying, I'm looking for a man. If not, I want to steal their children. If not, I want to steal their money. But God knows what I've come for. I said, each and everything of mine is known by God. Nobody else can know what I have come to do here. Mudding that grass thatched house, I was doing it by myself. I just look for somebody.
You built it by yourself?
I built it by myself. I just look for I just look for somebody who can put me the trees and put the
by trees you mean the poles?
The poles, yes. I mean.
Okay.
Somebody who can put me the poles, and then he put the elephant grass. And then I started mudding it myself.
Where did you learn all these things from?
I learned from my village. All these 5 classrooms was done by me. I just look for somebody to put me the structure, and then mudding, I do it myself.
So let's go back to 1972. You were telling us how you built. I asked you, said the education was very good then. Today, it is not the case. And you talked about your husband being a pilot. Was he also affected by the war? Do you think he was beating you because life was difficult? Or what happened to him? Why do you think he changed?
That was his lifestyle. When I went to him, I got that he has left 3 women. So I was the 4th. If those ones can go, what of me? I also left.
So, we are now talking about the school which is leaving. 10 years down the road, the school is here. Senior 2 dropout has built a school. Tell us about your dream, more about your dream and what happened and how you feel today.
My dream, as I told you, was just I will have a school in future. That was my dream. I will bring the teachers who are educated, who are teachers from colleges.
Why very much education? Why did you want to build a school so much?
I want education so much.
Why?
For you here, you're educated. That is why you came here. You think somebody who is not educated can come here among you?
Tell us, we don't know.
Even last time I told Stefania, she asked me, Madam, why are you so much involved in education? I said, education has brought you from America up to here. If she were not to be educated, she would have not come here.
That is very true. So...
And I want my children to be educated, my grandchildren.
When we talk about this, Ellen, we want to just go to that moment where you say you love education so much because education gives people enlightenment, and when people are enlightened, they are able to move. Your dream almost died in 1972. 10 years ago, you woke your dream up and you're living today. What reminded you so much about your dream when you are 50 years old to start it?
I was talking that at least I should do something before I die.
And selling of pineapple, what happened?
I was looking for money to open a school when I was selling pineapple. And I did it.
Did you ever grow pineapple when you came here?
I haven't.
You said you planted
rice. Where I got the money.
Would you say that the rice that you planted was better than the pineapple that started?
The rice was not better than pineapple, but this land here is different from that land of Luel. When you plant pineapple, it cannot come here as well as the one of Luel. And for the pineapple, you should get the suckers. Then you plant the suckers.
Okay. Let us go to the story of the school many years down the road. Parents doubting you, parents telling you, and people saying, no, she has come here to look for her husband. She has come here to steal from us or to grab our land. Today, do they still look at you the same way?
Some are still looking at me in the same way. And some really appreciate with me.
Where do you see your life, Nyamungo, from today? We wrote some questions down here. Who is Nyamungo Ellen? Why did you come to this area?
I came to this area as a farmer. That is why I said I dug, I got 20 sacks of rice.
And you sold?
And I sold.
Okay.
And it brought me where to open a school.
Okay.
I think this is number 3.
So number 3, what were you doing before you started this school?
I was selling pineapple.
You were selling pineapple?
Mm.
Do you think you've answered that question?
Yes.
Anything more you want to say?
No, about that?
Yes. Okay. Let us go to question number 4. What really inspired you to start all this? I know we've talked about it.
Inspired me.
The word inspired means something that gave you the hope to start. Something that was driving you, that keeps driving you to do this thing.
That thing which was driving me, I got very many children in this village who just at home, they also abandoned. The parents doesn't know where to take them. That is why that thing brought me to open a school.
Okay. Your school is very near the government school. And it is a private school started by senior 2 dropout from school, which will always be your dent, because technically they will expect you to go through the school and you go to teachers college, teachers training college, then you come, then they say Nyamungo qualifies to start the school. But right now, they will always say she dropped out, but she started the school, she's successful. If you had failed, they will say Nyamungo has failed. But because you are successful, they don't know where to place you. I want you to tell us, what does that make you feel like?
When they will tell me that I did not go to college,
yes,
I should leave school,
yes,
or do what? But the school is still there. If they say I did not go to college, I always get the teachers from the college. For me, I'm just a director.
Yes.
I'm somebody who has brought something and bring those who are educated to work in it. As if somebody who opens a drug shop and that person brings a doctor or a nurse for the work.
Where do you get all this knowledge and wisdom from, Ellen?
Mostly from my parents. And then the school added more knowledge on it.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your parents as we now come to the close of this interview?
My father was a road overseer. I don't know whether you know.
A road overseer, road inspector, yes.
My father
Back then they used to call them the road overseer.
Yes.
Now they are called the road inspectors.
Yes. My father was a road overseer. He also fought in the Second World War.
Your father fought in the Second World War?
Yes.
Did your father also fight in the Second World War, if you are watching this interview? If he did he raise a girl like Nyamungo, who is changing the world today? We've heard of the stories of those who fought in the World War, but we don't know how. Are you aware of what happened? Did your father ever tell you what happened?
He did not tell me, but he told me that they went and fought for Second World War. But what happened there, he did not tell me.
What about your mother?
My mother was just a poor lady. She even doesn't go to school. She told me that their father was telling me that ladies should not go to school. But most of the brothers were educated.
What does that make you feel like today? That your mother didn't go to school because the tradition then stated that ladies or women or girls should stay home and get married.
I even went and asked my grandfather. Said there was no money. But my mother doesn't know anything. But we are the one teaching her English. She can say too late, spare part. When you come late, you say there's spare part of food there, you go and eat.
And so you will have the spare part of food.
Then I go and get the spare part
of food that you eat.
And I eat.
Is your mother still living?
No, my mother is dead and my father is also dead.
Yes. We want to know from you. Years have come and have passed. How old are you and what is your experience? What kind of experience has life taught you that you can share with us now that you run this school?
I'm 62 years old. I was born in 1961. The experience which taught me is education, not any other thing. My parents taught me, then education added more experience than my father's experience and my mother.
Life journey experience as Ellen, the things you have been through in life, how you have learned from them, and what are these experiences if you are applying them in this school today?
There are very many things I've experienced in this world. I suffered a lot when I come to open this school. Very many things happened in my life. I was renting. Even the owners of the house can't come. You get out from my house. And yet I was paying. But now at least I have my own land. I'm now free.
You bought the land?
I bought it.
How big is your land that you have a dream of building a serious school?
My land is half acre. Starting from behind here up to the main road.
Do you have plans to expand this?
Yes, I have.
Tell me about your plan to expand this.
I want to expand the school. The school should reach up to senior 4. That's my plan. These P7s who will sit here, I just take them here in my school, not to go anywhere. That is my plan.
Why would you want to keep them here? Do you have a plan? Do you see any danger, or you want them to continue?
I want them to continue here.
Tell us a little bit more about why you want them to continue here.
So that the government know who my school is. Because without getting first grade or second grade, the government doesn't know you. After getting first graders or 2, 3, they come immediately.
Wow. Well, we are talking to Ellen Nyamungo. That's the first episode of Ellen Nyamungo, the lady who received power from Mandulis Energy up in Gotngu in Noya district. In this episode, we talk to Ellen about her experience, her life, and where she's come from. The story leading to the school. We will be continuing with Ellen on the story of how the school received the light. Ellen, the first time you met Mandulis, what happened?
The first time I met Mandulis, they called for us for the meeting. We went, they said they are going to bring light. We cannot believe. Is these people telling the truth or they are deceiving us? We shall see. We waited and waited and waited. Then Mandulis came with poles, with everything, bringing each and everything for us. We are now happy. I want to thank Mandulis very much for what they have done. That is why my children, I teach them about Mandulis. They made a rhyme yesterday, I think you heard.
Yeah. What do you want Mandulis to do for you besides the light? Or anybody who is out there, what do you want them to do for you, for this dream of yours?
I want them to add for me more classrooms, if they can. But they should not also get tired with me that, this madam is here but disturbing us.
Mm-hmm. What about those well-wishers who will see your story? What would you want to tell them?
I have made a pit latrine. Even building that pit latrine is fitting me. Up to now, I'm talking. The parents have brought their children but without school fees. Some only brought the registration fee. But there are very many children, there are almost 140. So,
if they don't pay school fees, doesn't your dream die?
My dream can die if they don't pay.
So what are you going to do?
There's nothing I can do.
There has to be some ways for you to go beyond them not paying school fees. What are your plans on how to sustain the school?
I will just call them. Last year, they left a credit of 800, which was not paid up to now. And they have brought the children again. Some used to pay. There are some who pays. And there are some who just brought their children, then they leave. When I add the school fees to read, because they used to pay 80, the primary, and then the nursery 70. When I add the school fees at 100 this year, most of the parents took their children.
So is there any plan you have to tell parents, to help parents, to educate them to make sure that they see the value that this school brings to them, because there has to be a mean to the end of how you sustain your school.
I give them advice, but they cannot. If they see the thing is now hard there, because when a child goes there, the child cannot understand. Then they will start to bring the child back here. That is what they do.
And what do you tell them when they come back?
When they bring me money, I welcome.
And when they don't bring you money, what happens?
When they don't bring, they take to primary school.
But it has failed in that primary school and they are now coming back to you.
That is why there's nobody who is educated here. Because the parents are not serious. They just go up, down, up, down. They are confused that there's no money. You see, the bad thing in this place, what I see, they are used to free things. They want free things so much. As Mandule was brought there, they thought that thing will be free forever. And when you will tell them to start to pay, they will just leave it. They will not pay. You will also witness. When you bring something for paying.
People want things for free.
People want.
Why do you think the people in this community, or most of them, want things for free, having been settled here for some time?
They say that it is because of the war.
Okay.
That is what they say. When the government is bringing something for them, the thing should be free. And we have a happy center. I think you know what a happy center is. It was brought just here in the sub-county. And I'm also a member there. They brought a school, a nursery school. They also want that nursery school to be free.
That is the epicenter and the strategy development that we see the sign leading to this road.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
They want that thing also to be free.
What would be your advice to anybody who is watching this video, whether parents here or outside? What would be your advice to them?
If there is a well-wisher, let them come and help me where I am. If they have that heart, because they have seen everything. I think they have seen everything. They have seen me. Everything is out.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. This interview has come to an end. This is Ellen Nyamungu, the lady who runs the community school she started in Gotungu in Nuoya district. The second series of this will be powered by Manduli's energy on documenting on how we can get this school helped and how we can get people to come here and help this lady build the school to help the children who live in this community. My name is Eddie Okela. My job is documenting people's lives and thinking for people. Do you have a story? We will come.
From the secret places of Orient in Africa to the modern masters of developers in Africa, here comes an alluring summit of 2024. Welcome your neighbor to the Pearl of Africa.
Talking has been in existence for 14 years. So it's been 14 years of trying to figure out how we can make Africa great. Our focus has always been Africa, hence the name Africa's Talking. The theme this year is innovating Africa's future. So we definitely can, there's no way we're going to innovate without devs. So good to see you in the room. The summit is officially open. Have fun, enjoy yourselves. Looking forward to talking to each and every one of you.
As you guys grow, please come and talk to us about what we are seeing in your sector.
Kabalaza. Golfing, golfing, golfing. Kabalaza. Party, party on Kabalaza.
Allow me to recognize the presence of the Attorney General and past President of the Uganda Golf Union and Trustee of the Union, Honorable Chuanuka. Thank you very much for the guidance always. The Executive of Uganda Golf Union present. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's indeed a pleasure to be speaking to the fraternity of golfers. I must thank the Kabalaza fraternity for allowing to make the event, the qualifying event for the amateurs in terms of ranking. For us as a union, that means growth in the sport and nurturing and identifying talent as well. Uganda Golf Union is here to serve you. I thank you very much.
Golfing, golfing, golfing. Kabalaza, golfing, golfing.
Thank you so much for the organizers of Kabalaza Open Championship. It was what we would call the full buffet. I teed off very well. We first agreed on the tee box. We had the pros playing in this tournament. Thank you so much. That is not very easy to get the pros to play at a tournament. The amateurs playing for a cash prize. And also, of course, the subsidiary. All of us who played in this event.
Kabalaza, oi! Thank you very much. Allow me to appreciate our sponsors. I would like to thank you and welcome you to the second edition of the Kabalaza Championship with our theme, Golf with a Purpose. It has been a 4-day event of which we had gross players men, gross players ladies, and of course the pros. The gross players men and ladies played over 3 days, and the pros played over 2 days.
I don't have much to say. Basically, I'm here to appreciate a group of people called the Kabalaza who have come together and give us a chance as professional golfers. All we need as professional golfers is keep playing more events, because that's the only way we can get better.
Kabalaza, party, oh Kabalaza, I want to be a Kabalaza.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who played, the hackers who are out there, Kabalaza and Mr. Chairman and your team, thank you very much. We hope that this will continue to grow bigger and bigger, and we hope that the next time we come here to participate in this event, there will be even more golfers from not only Finland, but the rest of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy yourselves, and may God continue to bless you all and keep you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2, 3. Are you guys doing okay, ladies and gentlemen? Come on. It's time to party.
Baby, I'll never have a man like you. Baby, I wanna spend my life with you. Wanna say what you say. Meza togezanga no tabo. Kuwanange chanti say. Kati mukono kusaba kwate kona wano lawangoze ninganga talina mikono funa yakukadde neweka wakatono nyo wakache till the very end. Some body like killing my day. Oh, love you and you be so ready. Baby, siri muzanyi wa beti na you don't love you chilimba kansiga mutwalo. Siteki yobulungi kuri katalya kapapula tuli mukwano simanyi nje kwagala omulungi neyebera nsobikale wekuloga kiba kibi mafuta mukatala
sabula Tabula, baby. Shot, 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 shot. Baby. What? Jakala mukono sebi no we chinika, baby. Jakala mukono, my lady. I'm not a gold digger, baby. I'll give you my, I will give you all, baby. I'll give you my, soul, I'll give you my goodies. Jackie, yeah. Thank you so much, Kabalaza. Enjoy your night.
I was so excited seeing many of you enduring pain. Many of people here come to run for different purposes. Others are running because they're fighting a disease. Others are running because they're fighting weight. Others are running because they are contributing money to their families. So it is important for us to cheer everyone. The people of Kasese, I want to thank you for being extremely welcome. You have shown the spirit of Uganda. We are Uganda. We are Uganda. Let me tell you, we have 33 nations represented today. Our first marathon was 2022. We had 800 runners from 4 countries. Last year, we had 2,200 runners from 17 countries. This year, we have 3,600 runners from 33 countries. Next year, we hope to have 7,000 runners from 50 countries. That's our commitment to Kasese.